Hey, this is the World Advice Channel. What I want to talk about today is a topic that obviously from the title of the video you can see, which is a question that comes up a lot, which is why is the world such a mess? Now, when it comes to why the world is in such a bad state, which I'm certain all of us have noticed, especially people who've lived, through eras of prosperity like the 1970s, 1980s, 1990s, we've all realized, particularly young, that the world is in a mess right now. So the truth of the matter is, this is a series where I'll discuss why the world is in such a mess, and hopefully you will understand it and get the point and how obviously through changing these things we can make the world a better place. So anyway, let's get started. So when it comes to the topic of why the world is in such a mess, the simple answer to that question, as there are many reasons why, one of the first biggest reasons why the world is in such a mess is the fact that we live in an anti-intellectual age, especially here in the US. This whole mindset of, oh, you're not cool enough if you're very smart and so on and so forth, and this whole way of thinking, you're so smart, it's actually creepy and this and that and blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff. You should spend more time socializing with people, which of course their definition is socializing 24/7, all that type of crap, okay? The truth of the matter is, that's how a lot of people in the world think, and that's the reason why our society is struggling and why our society is suffering right now. One of the biggest reasons why. Because the truth of the matter is, if we live in a world where they have this way of thinking that if you're very smart, it's bad, obviously, as I'm certain you've all been aware, when it comes to solving issues in the world, for that matter, not to mention obviously creating things that lead to 94, like technology, things like technology, just so many different technological ways things can be made to a better place, whether it be things like figuring out better ways to grow more food, for people to prevent starvation, or things like how can we come up with better technology to help, obviously, help us live more comfortable lives, like for example, somebody gets injured, better technology that can obviously help save their lives, so on and so forth, yada yada yada. You get the point. Everyone knows technology is good anyway, so that's obviously an example, and there's many different examples. Either way, to sum it up, to make anything happen, you have to be very intelligent. And when it comes to technology, which I'll use for my example for this video, out of the many different things intelligence is useful for, the truth of the matter is, when you need to come up with things like that, you can't strive for mediocrity. You need someone who's very intelligent, okay, to solve those type of problems, okay? You need someone who is very intelligent. You need someone who's obsessed with that particular subject, or, and has a lot of free time for that matter, to focus on that particular subject. When it comes to things like technology, you have to be extremely smart in the first place and extremely hardworking, okay? You can't just be like that person, in your local school who's working with B's and C's. You have to be obsessed with getting A's as much as possible. Even creating like the smallest thing, technologically speaking, from what I'm aware of, can take literally thousands. Well, not even thousands. You literally have to calculate it to millions, for that matter, just to make even a small thing for like a device. So that's the truth of the matter, okay? When it comes to this particular issue, when it comes to obviously this issue, for that matter, okay? And that's just for one small thing. There's many different things, especially if you're making newer and more advanced stuff. So when it comes to things like that, you need people who are very, very intelligent. You need people who are willing to push it to the very limit of their intelligence, not just be okay with being here, okay? They have to be up here. Okay, because one of the biggest reasons why obviously they're unhappy is because society doesn't treat them well. People make fun of them, comment on them, and make attacks against them. And the truth of the matter is, if there's a scorn in society, oh my God, it's freaking stupid anyway, for that matter, and kind of annoying sometimes. But yeah, they really can be annoying sometimes. The truth of the matter is, is that society tends to sometimes, when it scorns people, it puts a lot of pressure on people to pretty much make it more likely that they conform. And if we have more people that want to conform, then we're going to have less intelligent people. If we have less intelligent people, then we're going to have less people who are willing to actually solve the problems of the world and can help make the world a better place. And that's one of the biggest reasons the world is. I can guarantee you, if we had a world where being intelligent was considered cool, or at least acceptable for that matter, we would not be having a lot of the issues that we are having. Okay? That's the truth of the matter of why it's the way it is. And obviously the West is the most powerful region in the world, so they have the most ability to influence change and so on and so forth. Okay? So the truth of the matter is, that is the exact reason why the Western world is, and not just the Western world, but the world for that matter, is the state it is today. It's that way of thinking, and they haven't changed it. They haven't been willing to change it, and then as a result, things are going to continue to get worse, and are going to continue to be in the state that they're in, and so on and so forth. For that matter, that is the truth of the matter, and that is one of the biggest reasons why the world is in the state it is. For that matter, because who is going to be the ones who are going to help? For example, create more efficient technology to help feed people. We're going to be the ones who are going to find better technology so we can handle the amount of resources we are running out of. We're going to be the ones who are going to put us in outer space. We are the ones who are going to solve problems, like, for example, global warming, by creating things like electric cars, as well as the state is in a bad state right now because of all the issues we have. Who's going to help create those things? Who's going to help do those things? If we live in a society where everyone is here to reach their full potential, then you're just going to strive for mediocrity. And even if some people decided to take up those fields, it's going to be very mediocre. And that's the truth of what I'm trying to get at here. That's not how the world works. The world is not a case of what you feel comfortable with how it should be all the time. Sometimes it's just a case of just simply down to common sense. Just simply saying, oh, well, you're so intelligent, it's creepy. It's going to make things even worse. And that's what I'm trying to get across here. But a lot of people don't listen, and that's why the world is going to continue to experience a lot of the shit it's experiencing, because people have that way of thinking. So anyway, this is my video, and this is all I really have to say. I don't know if, well, of course, absolutely, I know you'll understand it. It's not a very hard topic to understand. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video and like videos like this, remember to thumbs this video up and hit the subscribe button. And that is it. And simply put it, later.